Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Until it hits home with you and that people you don't know are quoting your own information back to you, it's bothersome.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. A woman called her whistleblower hotline very upset over dozens of calls she gets from people claiming to be with Medicare. Now, these callers know her personal medical information, but she never gave it out to them.
Going to work for you, we found that this is hardly an isolated incident and that fraud crimes are costing billions of dollars nationwide. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric calls out these scammers and uncovers what to do if it's happening to you.
They know my name, they know my address, and they know that I'm on Medicare. So I didn't give them that information. And I don't know who did.
Sharon's phone won't stop ringing.
But I know that I've been getting the calls for nearly a year, sometimes as many as 8 to 10 a month. I've had 2 in the last week and a half.
The calls come mainly from New York and California.
They tell me that they're verifying information and they want to help me with the problems that I'm having with my health.
Sharon thinks someone, somehow, has gotten hold of her information and is trying to scam her.
And it prohibits anyone from using my personal health information without my explicit approval.
I tried calling both of the numbers Sharon provided to me, and both numbers were disconnected.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Verify, verify, verify. That's always a key word.
It just smacks to me of really fraudulent and probably, maybe, criminal activity.
Sharon says she's reported the calls to her insurance agency, her doctor's office, and everyone else she can think. Her advice, if it's happening to you, pick up the phone.
Call your insurance agent or whoever you think might be able to help and just make them aware of it. Call the Better Business Bureau. Let them know that it's happening.
The Better Business Bureau says Medicare fraud is popular right now among scammers, and they recommend reporting sketchy calls to Medicare right away. In Fargo, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Sharon asked us to conceal her identity because she worked in the healthcare field for 30 years. The Better Business Bureau says Medicare scams most often target the elderly and that it's illegal for Medicare to solicit business from individual customers. If you need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, call our whistleblower hotline. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. 701-237-6576.
Well, we made it through the colder conditions and time for a warm-up now. Let's go to Hutch to find out what we can expect tonight. Hutch?
Thanks so much, Stephanie. As we look across the western U.S. and Canada, we see warm air is stampeding all the way into Calgary at 52 degrees right now. We're enjoying 20s as they make a return to Fargo. All right. Hold on to that, Mike, because it looks like temperatures this evening will be in the teens as we enjoy yet another beautiful sunset. A little wind chilly out there, south winds 10 to 20 miles per hour this evening. Coming up, we'll talk about some warm temperatures and whether that warm air in Calgary will stampede its way into the valley. I'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast coming up in a few
Calgary and stampeding. You know, it's the only stampeding that we want here.
That's right.
Thanks, Hutch.
A child was injured, taken to the hospital after being hit by a car today. The girl was on a bicycle when struck along 32nd Avenue and 30th Street South around 4:30 this afternoon. As you can see, the bike wound up underneath the car. Police are looking into what happened and couldn't tell us how badly hurt the child was. Look for updates on this story on valleynewslive.com.
A pretty intense night last night in Moorhead where there were 2 crashes and 1 Clay County deputy had to be sent to the hospital. Police say that this van was involved in 1 crash around 6, drove off and ended up on its side like this after running a red light and hitting another car. The driver, 37-year-old Galen Littlewind of Fargo, was arrested on numerous charges, including DWI. 2 people in the van, Mohammed Nakali and Faruqa Latwama, are in custody for obstructing the legal process. Latwama is also facing a charge of assaulting a peace officer after repeatedly punching a deputy. The deputy was treated and released from the hospital. A mental evaluation is in store for the man accused of attacking 3 NUSU female students. And for the second time, Stanley Bush's preliminary hearing is postponed. Bush is facing 4 felony charges in connection with the attack just before Christmas in an apartment that the woman shared. He's accused of raping 2 of them at knife point and trying to rape a 3rd.
Your Honor, first of all, for purposes of the record, we would waive Mr. Bush's right to a speedy trial. Pursuant to that waiver, there's a unopposed recommendation on my part to continue this matter until sometime after the 15th of April.
His next court appearance is set for May 7th. Bush has yet to enter a plea.
A North Dakota House bill aimed at helping college graduates deal with student debt and high interest rates failed in the legislature today. The bill would have allowed people who graduated from college and are North Dakota residents with a full-time job to refinance their loans with a 0% interest rate at the Bank of North Dakota.
A breast cancer survivor isn't taking no for an answer. She's fighting to get a law passed that would require doctors to tell their patients their breast tissue type. Cindy Eggle of Fargo says that her breast cancer went undetected for years because her tissue is dense breast tissue, and it made it hard for doctors to detect. Last month, the bill passed in the House, but it's now at a standstill after getting a do not pass recommendation in the Senate. Eggle has been calling and sending texts for hours trying to save her cause.
This is way too important to just say, no, we can't do one more mandate. If it means that you could save lives and save trauma to patients and save millions of dollars of healthcare costs, I can't imagine why you would not vote yes.
Opponents say that they don't want to mandate medical providers and believe that there isn't much benefit because it is common practice for many already.
Finishing high school means on to college for many teens, but for some with aspirations like engineering, plumbing, and farming, college isn't always the next step. Valley News Live Washington correspondent Alex Miller spoke to some members of Congress who think the government should be paying attention to trade schools.
It was a cornerstone of the president's State of the Union address.
A core element of this middle-class economics is how we prepare our kids for the future.
The president unveiled a plan to make community college free for anyone who wants it.
Our kids will only do better than we did if we educate them better than we were educated.
Some congressional Democrats supported his plans, but not all members of Congress are on board. They say it's too good to be true.
Show me where the money's coming from.
But more importantly, they say, it might not be something everyone needs.
If you don't go to college, you're basically destined to fail, and we need to change that mindset.
Going to school to become an accountant or English teacher or something like that isn't for everyone.
Wesley Hamilton is the program director at AYT Institute in Washington, D.C. To him, learning a trade like cars is more valuable and accessible for his students.
It just offers everybody a chance, and that's the biggest thing.
Because Hamilton says when you graduate from a trade school, you have a set career ahead of you, not just a degree.
The only thing that gets people out of poverty is jobs and education. You've got to have both of those.
And this, Wesley says, is something the government should be paying attention to.
And if we want to focus on rebuilding the economy, then we need to open more businesses, especially small businesses.
Because many trade school graduates become the entrepreneurs we call for help. From the Valley News Live Washington Bureau, I'm Alex Miller.
Some members of Congress say if the president goes through with his free college plan, they'll work to create a system like how many of those students actually graduate to make sure the money is being used correctly.
A battery charger is being blamed for starting a house on fire in Barnesville. According to Fire Chief Mike Stetz, the owner of this home was trying to charge some batteries in the basement. The charger shorted and started on fire. To escape the fire, the homeowner had to climb to his roof, where he was then rescued by crews on scene. The home had smoke and water damage, but we still don't know yet how much damage occurred to the home.
The water's back on in Northwood, North Dakota after a wayward driver knocked service out to townspeople this morning. 49-year-old Kirk Johnson of Grand Forks has been charged with DUI and driving while his license was revoked. Johnson is accused of running over a fire hydrant about 2 o'clock this morning. It broke the water line, emptied the city's water tower. The water main break also caused school in Northwood to be canceled today.
Tonight, downtown Fargo will be filled with one thing: beards and fancy mustaches. Bros from all over will be showing off their best facial hairstyles in support of fighting prostate cancer. It's called Bros on Broadway. The annual event is in its 6th year, raising money to provide gas cards to people in the area with the disease. The event started at 6 o'clock tonight, but you still have time to attend. Everyone's welcome to go until 10 tonight. Last year, the event raised more than $60,000.
Hey, remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. That's where you can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live. Like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day.
Well, later on Valley News Live at 6, plenty of summer fun at the Fargo Dome as the Sportsman Show kicks off.
And we're looking at a jet stream that is starting to warm the weather out to the west. That warmer air is pushing our direction. I'll have hour-by-hour details in your forecast coming up next.